guys, my name is Anna and today I'm here to talk you about the book Nash by Jay Crownover. This story is the fourth one of the series The Market Man, and I've already talked about the first three books, so if you haven't already, go and watch those videos first. So as usual, today I'm gonna first talk you about the characters and protagonists of this story. Second, choose randomly a scene from the book and talk about it. And third, read you the plot of the story, giving some final comments about it. So in the third book, Rome was introduced a character, Phil Donovan, which I haven't talked about yet. He is considered like a second father for all the artists that work in the tattoo studio, so Rule, Cora, Nash and Roddy. And actually he is Nash's uncle, but in this book at the very beginning, so I'm not spoiling you anything, Nash discovers that Phil is his biological father, which he thought had abandoned him when he was very little. So this discovery really upset Nash because it changes all he thought he knew about his family. Also, Nash finds out that Phil is really sick. He has lungs cancer and he has had it for a long time now, but he never told anything about it to Nash. So at the very beginning of the story, Nash's life changes completely. So it's quite obvious now that Nash is one of the protagonists of this book, and the other one is a Saint. She used to go to school with Nash, Rule, Jat and Shaw, so she knows them but they don't remember about her. Nash actually has recognized her when he was with Rome at the ER because she works there, and she didn't seem very pleased about seeing him again. So the reasons of her reaction to seeing Nash after so many years is explained in this book, but I'm not gonna tell you anything because it's a very important part of all their story. So now I'm gonna randomly choose a scene from the book and talk you about it. So I have it on my iPad here and I'm gonna go back and forth in the story and try to choose a scene. So this is a really funny scene because finally Saint has agreed meeting all Nash's friends, because especially the girls are really interested in meeting her. So if I'm not wrong, there are Nash, Rule, Jet, Roddy, Saint of course, Aiden and Shaw, and Cora and Rome are at home because she is very far in her pregnancy. So while the girls are talking about the boys, and Saint actually tells Shaw and Aiden about her fears, Rule receives a call from Rome that tells him that Cora is in labor and they all have to go to the hospital. Nash, of course, is very worried about Cora and the baby girl, and he tells Saint that he's gonna take her home and then run to the hospital. But on their way to Saint's home, she understands how badly he needs to be at the hospital in that moment, and also how much he needs her. So she offers to go with him at the hospital. And the two things I love the most in this scene are the way Shaw and Aiden accept Saint in their family with no doubts, and the fact that Saint finally seems to understand how much important she is for Nash in this moment of his life. So I'm not gonna spoil you anything else about the story, and if you're interested, I really invite you to go and read it because both Saint and Nash have a really complicated past and they don't really understand what the other has been through. So we are able to see how the image they had of each other was wrong in a way, and they have to rediscover the other one even though they have known each other for a very long time. So now I'm gonna read you the plot of the story to give you more details about it. Will their past determine their future? Saint Ford has worked hard to achieve her childhood dream of becoming a nurse. Focused on her work and devoted to her patients, there is no room for love. She doesn't need a guy making waves in her calm, serene life, especially when he is the unforgettable hottie who nearly destroyed her in high school. Dark, brooding Nash Donovan might not remember her or the terrible pain he caused, but he turned the world upside down and now is trying to do it again. Saint has no idea that Nash isn't the cocky player he once was. Uncovering a destroying family secret has rocked his world, and now he is struggling to figure out his future. He can be distracted by the pretty nurse he seems to meet everywhere. Still, he can't ignore the sparks that fly between them, or how she seems so desperate to get away from him. But the funny, sweet and drop-dead gorgeous Saint is far too amazing to give up on, especially since she is the only thing in his life that seems to make sense. When Nash discovers the truth about their past, he realizes he may have lost her heart before he could even fight for it. Now Saint has to decide, is Nash worth risking herself for all over again? So from the plot you might have noticed that in the past Nash really hurt Saint, and she is not sure if forgiving him is the right choice to do, but on the other hand she discovers that what she thought she knew about him is wrong, so she has a tough decision to take and she doesn't really know what to do. Above all, what I like the most about this book is that you learn how people can really change during time, and how sometimes misunderstanding can lead to useless suffer. So if you liked what you've heard, I'm gonna leave you the Amazon link down below for you to go and buy the book. And this is it for today. I hope you enjoyed and to see you all in my next video. Bye!